What's up guys? This is my first time checking out the Sebring orange, and I'm actually shocked at how dark it is in person. Now when you see it online, it doesn't look that dark, but man, it's still a pretty color for sure. Now this car, I believe, is sold, just as an FYI. So I just want to show you guys real quickly some of the specs on it. It does have some options I haven't seen before too in person, but this is a Z06 convertible 3LZ. Has a habanero interior. There's that base price for the convertible, and then here are all the options. Be sure to pause to see all of them, and then you guys see the total MSRP is $151,280. They did the black painted mirror caps on this one. Of course, they did the black roof. I wish this was available for the coupe, but it looks really good on this car. But you guys can see right here how much darker this paint is. But even in the sun, I mean, check out how dark that color is. It looks really good. No aero on this one. It does have the black painted spider wheels, black calipers. You can see that habanero interior. It does match pretty nicely with the color too, if that's what you're going for. But yeah, this is really a pretty color. My wife said I wasn't gonna do it, but I almost considered this color too. But man, in person, it looks great. Now this is my first time seeing that carbon fiber spoiler out back. This spoiler, as you saw, was $6,000. Oh my goodness. It almost cost as much as the entire carbon fiber package for the aero kit. I think that if I were considering this, I would 100% go with the carbon fiber aero, but not everyone likes the way it looks, so I get that. But yeah, this one piece cost $6 grand. Insane. And then here's another look at this roof too, for anyone thinking they might want to do this option. If I did a convertible, I would have did this for my Seawolf Gray for sure. I almost wonder if they did that, they might as well just did the carbon fiber here too. Black on black for the calipers. Has a pretty cool look to it. And they did the chrome exhaust tips. Now I do know some people won't upgrade these if they plan on doing an exhaust system, because sometimes they have better tips than what the manufacturer gives you too. So, but yeah, like I said, I really wanted to show this color. It's my first time seeing it in person, and it is darker than what I expected it to be for sure. Let me see if I can grab the key, at least show you guys a little bit of the interior. So here's that door. This matches perfectly with the Sebring. And habanero was introduced, I believe, for the first time for 2025. And I would venture to say that most people will like this color. Even on those floor mats, you have a little bit of that habanero on the steering wheel right there. So even though the car on the exterior doesn't have a lot of carbon fiber, the interior does still give you a little bit of carbon fiber. It's nice touches. These are the GT2 seats. I personally like the competition seats, and I think that when you go competition, you get a different design for these seats as well. I think they look a little bit better. Now, in the center here, you guys see, they give you like the suede or Alcantara, and I think I like the way that looks too. A little bit more leather wrapping here, and you guys see the stitch design on the door. Sorry about that glare. There you go. But yeah, you can see the stitch design right there. You get that with the 3LZ. Now on the roof, they don't give you the stitch design for the convertible top. So if you get the coupe, you get that orange stitch design that matches the habanero. But you can see the stitching on the black leather. Yeah, this is a really nice spec. And I do like how they give you that suede right there. It looks really good. So just really quickly, I want to show you guys. You see the gloss black on the side of my seats where my seat controls are? That's gloss black there, you guys probably can tell. On that car, it didn't have the gloss black. Now I wonder if it's because it's either convertible or it's because it was GT2 seats. I also have that gloss black all on the back of the seat there too. Now you guys can see these are the competition seats. I'm going to show you guys really quickly online the difference in the color of the seats too. So last thing on the roof there, that stitch pattern, they don't give this to you with the convertible, which is kind of interesting. I think it's a game changer. It just really adds a nice accent to the interior for sure. And yeah, let me just go ahead and show you guys online really quickly just a difference in the seats in case you're planning to order a car next year. Now this is going to be the standard interior. If you do select habanero, you do have leather, or you can do leather with the, they call it the suede microfiber. So here is what it looks like with the leather, as you just saw. Or if you want this, it does add the steering wheel too. So this has a nice design. Now, I know some people don't like the suede because I think the suede wears out quicker over time. So I probably would just stick with the leather. Now you guys noticed the seatbelts, right? The car you just saw in the video did not have the orange seatbelts. Now there's two reasons for that. On the builder at the dealership, if you add the color on the seatbelt, sometimes it makes you get this. When I wanted to get the yellow seatbelt for my interior, it was forcing us to pick this steering wheel, which I did not want. So I just did not get the yellow seatbelt basically. But yes, if you want to delete it, that is possible too. So just keep that in mind. Some people don't like the color on the seatbelt, and I understand that. But last thing I'll show you, you guys saw the suede seats. If you don't want the suede, but you do want that more black on the seat, you can get the competition seats too, and it just has a different pattern here. So this one does still have the suede. And yeah, I think that overall this is a really nice look for the habanero, and because I like the competition seats, this is pretty much how I would build my car. Now last thing I'll show you guys under the options, you guys saw, I personally think that this one option is way too much money. I would skip this and then I would go aftermarket personally. Like if you absolutely have to have this style spoiler, I think it's way too much money for that personally. But everyone has their reasonings for getting the options that they want. But yeah, that one's definitely a little more money than I would have expected it to be. And yeah, the carbon fiber for the interior is $5,000, and I think this is more carbon fiber compared to what's on the back of that Corvette in the video. The only other option that I probably would have done on this car is maybe the stealth package to darken all of the silver accent around this car. We have more orange down there. And here's just another peek at these seats too. And they do add the Alcantara right here. I do like this around the interior. I don't like it on the steering wheel, but where they added it to the interior was perfect. Now, last thing I'll say is that spoiler costing $6,000, right? If you were to do the level 2 carbon fiber for the interior, and I would say that is about the same amount of carbon fiber. That carbon fiber level 2 for the interior is like $5,000. And yeah, that just seems like a lot of money for that one piece. They should have done the side skirts with it at the very least, but that's just my opinion. But I hope you guys liked the video. Like I said, I wanted to show This Sebring orange has a really nice look to it. Here's that color in the shade. So it's definitely a dark orange for sure. And hopefully you guys can see that color a little bit better on my camera. I mean, it looks dark. I thought it was a little bit lighter than this, but yeah, it almost has like a burnt orange effect, maybe inside the building. And if I ever have a chance, maybe, I don't know if this car is sold or not, but like if it is available, just be sure to reach out to Larry here, the sales manager. You can ask, but I'm pretty sure this car is sold. But yeah, be sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so yet. Make sure your notifications are on. See you guys soon.